Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and episode number 23 of our Ar-Âdunâim campaign. In the last episode, we took two settlements, Karasast to the east and Kalembel to the west. So now with the taking of Karasast, I'm actually planning on trying to just hold here for a while until we have an outrageously strong army moving towards Osgiliath, Minas Tirith, Carandros, etc. These kind of main territories, I would say, for Gondor, that are left at least, with us taking Pelargir and Dol Amroth and whatnot. On the western side, here we are actually gonna just start swinging a little bit, but at a moderate pace. Because we are still very low on governors, which means that public order is a problem. We still have Lon Galen, but the public order here basically just drops by the minute, even though we have low tax rate. The culture is growing, not quickly enough though, so we will get the brothel, and then we'll get another spy from there. Then we're gonna get the barrack, that's gonna help out a little bit with law bonuses, but also we're gonna be able to recruit from it, etc. But Lon Galen doesn't feel safe right now. It would be fun, though, to do more of the things that gave me Lon Galen. Basically just taking an army of trash and take stuff that are very lightly guarded, like Anulond, for example. 1 unit in there. Taragrondost, 3. One of them being Gondor Spearmen. But I think we can just get Corsair armies, and we don't really have that much to risk. But they do still cost a bit to recruit, although it just would be fun. Yeah, they cost a bit to recruit. But like I said, it would be so much fun to just send a bunch of trash to take settlements, sack them, and see if we can hold them. And if not, just burn everything. Not really. Maybe burn everything and just like move to this fort, for example. Yep. I think I'm actually gonna try to do that. I'm gonna follow my instincts on this one. It doesn't feel smart, but yeah, let's do that. Get a bunch of troops here. You can go up to Dol Amroth, because that's where the army will go from. Just a bunch of early tier stuff. I think this should be enough. And just send them over to like lay siege to Anulond and take it. I think that would be hilarious with just trash basically. And we are also moving with an army to Ostithil, because if we take that, then basically we should have all the Gondorian areas on this side of the river. That doesn't look good. Wait, have Gondor reclaimed this? Okay, I will need to send a spy over there. Diplomat. Okay, let's do this. I don't want to lose the visibility I have over there. And I might need to talk to Mordor in the future. So I will send this diplomat over to scout, because I do not like the look of that. If there is damage... I don't remember what the culture was. If there's damage, then there's a high risk Gondor has actually taken this settlement. And it seems that they have taken it with quite an army as well. And I actually believe that we should start this one off with a battle. I would like to take this army out to fight this army. They do actually have Gondor pikemen, Gondor infantry, and spearmen. But we have some very good troops here as well. And a bunch of artillery as well. But I think we should be able to rock this one. We just need to make sure that we are able to move back, so they are happy enough with us. I don't want to lose this settlement due to public order. We can decrease the taxes a smidge, but first of all, let's see how happy they are when we're back after the battle. So quick save, and now will also be the first time in this campaign that you see, actually, technically you've seen these guys in some of our first battles, I guess, being as bodyguard and whatnot, but we will use these ones in the open field right now, and that's going to be a hoot. Let's move out with the army. They move back, but we should still be able to kill them and move back to Karasast. So, captain against captain. Oh, captain, my captain. We will just need to actually absolutely bull rush them to make sure that we wipe out the artillery. They did have 1 unit of archers. That doesn't really scare me. these things scare me a lot more, actually. Although the Gondorian infantry and spearmen and whatnot, I guess they are kind of second tier, similar to my Númenórean troops. I'm scared shitless of them. It's just something about the armor that makes them feel so intimidating to me. Lozarnak axemen are effective against armor, frightened nearby enemy infantry, etc. So my units might theoretically start routing, fighting them. But we also have units that frighten nearby enemy infantry, I believe. Maybe the Royal Legion does that, or the Alcarondas Legion. I think we have some units that does that. Either way, that's enough talking. Let's fight this battle on the map. I think it would be too much to ask that we get a man of the hour out of this battle. We desperately need governors. Basically, that's something that we've been severely lacking the entire game. And now it crashed, so I will be back in a hot minute. And now we were able to get into the battlefield. Game hasn't crashed that many times, actually, throughout the campaign. But now, on the later leg of things, it's actually been crashing a couple of times. Now, let's make ourselves a front line with a bunch of spears. Like this. We'll even have the Ar-Âdunâim Royal Guard here. So, like so. Big ass line. And then I will want... Let's have, like, early tier stuff on one side. And the redonkulously heavy late tier hitters on the other side. I think that would be swell. And we can actually take this opportunity to take a brief gander at these troops. Scroll is really slow. These are the Ar-Âdunâim Royal Guard. Actually look pretty similar to the Ar-Âdunâim Sentinels, but they have long ass spears. And they are a pike unit, I would guess, with shields actually, so they should be very difficult to kill. And they look really cool. Love it. Now let's go over to the Alcarondas Legion, who we used in our first battle, and we've used in quite a bit, but they were severely depleted, the ones we got in the absolute beginning. But we will retrain them, and I guess we'll use them on Mithlond. But these units look really cool as well. Much more of a Gondorian influence, I would say, than the other unit. They still look really cool. Black shields. And then we have the Royal Legion of Armenelos, similar to the bodyguard of our faction leader, actually. So these should be absolutely outrageously efficient. Can't hide, excellent stamina, powerful charge. I want to see if any one of these units can frighten nearby enemy infantry. Doesn't look like that's the case. Very long spears on those guys. So this is going to be fun. Then, of course, the Númenórean cohort. Regular stuff. These old Joes who haven't been... I mean, I'm kind of disappointed at our Númenórean troops. More specifically the Númenórean Shield Guard. Because they haven't been dealing as much damage as they should have. They are rather seem pretty squishy. But, either way, we are ready to fight this one. We have one archer unit. Strong. Very, very strong. Let's fight this battle and have the front line start moving up. Move up like so. You move up like so. Come on. Move up like so. Actually looks like they might be meeting us. So I'm going to take this opportunity. Send out the cavalry. They even... Okay, the catapult still seems to be very much alive, but I would like to just get rid of some of their artillery if possible. And moving up their cannon or their catapult as well. I'm guessing that they will be aiming for the Ar-Âdunâim Royal Guard. Pikemen, as usual, are much quicker than anyone else. You actually need to start running now, and they've started to shoot. They will actually be going for the Shield Guard and the Ar-Âdunâim Royal Guard. And they're probably going to get a couple of hits. So far, it looks like we've been pretty fortunate. You stand there like so. You stand there like so. And these units can actually start running just so they catch up, because the pikemen are very fast when they are walking. You can start running. And looks like we actually managed to get the attention of the ballista units. Archer militia is running up as well. I just don't want them to be able to start shooting at my cavalry. That would suck. You run over here, please. They aren't actually firing at my cavalry, which is great. And now we will see them. Ooh, that was actually a hit. A couple of very amazing hits. Ugh, that one hurt. You run in, run in, run in, and run in. Cavalry will need you right now, actually. Archer militia can get a charge off there. That would be swell. You go after them. You go here and then attack them. You go here and attack them. You can go and attack them right away, actually. Doesn't look like we... Oh, that was actually a pretty decent charge, I think. Nope. Not as decent as I thought. Get back. Now. Now we want you to be in combat as well. So you get up on this flank. Can't wait to see these guys in action. You run over here. We might need you somewhere. Gondor pikemen are getting smoked. You can attack those archers. Okay, this is actually going to be perfect. This is going to be so nice. Keep running, please. I want you to fight the Gondor militia, please. You can attack them. Actually, you attack them. You attack them. Oh. Bring it on. Oh, they are still charging. There we go. Face us, you cowards. Oh, you are actually dropping quite rapidly against Gondor infantry. Who would have thought? That should be pretty embarrassing for you, actually. You go after them. You go after them. How's it going over here? Okay. They do not want to fight my Royal Legion of Ar-Âdunâim. So we'll just have to chase them, I guess. And you are fighting them. I think you can keep doing that. We've lost 11% actually to 38. We've lost a lot more than I thought we would. They are wavering. Maybe if we can get a charge off on them. Yep. Some units are starting to break in their lines. But these Gondor militia should just be shooed up. There we go. And you attack them in the back. They are actually starting to run. So, cavalry, I need you back here. Capture the Gondorian pikemen. And theoretically, the Gondor militia should just be smoked by the Royal Legion of Ar-Âdunâim. But look at this guy. He's getting his ass crushed by that Gondorian militia. There we go. Now you're getting a couple of hits. And we are starting to take some prisoners. That is great. Now we can go after that ballista unit. The infantry I'd actually like to keep fighting here. The Gondorian units, they are standing firm. They're doing a great job. I don't think we've lost any Royal Legion of Ar-Âdunâim unit right now. You just got blooded up, and that's, yep, the same unit who's got his ass beat by a Gondorian militia in the early start. Probably one of the first ones that gonna die as well. You keep fighting. Is anyone not fighting right now? You aren't. Yeah, they're fighting to the death. We are just smoking them right now. And you can capture them. And we should pretty soon be all done with this. Enemy general / captain gone. Continue the battle just for the experience. For my cavalry, they do have 2 golden chevrons, so they are actually pretty gosh darn experienced. But it never hurts to give them some more experience when it's no risk, basically. There we go. That should be good enough. 100% killed. And we healed 2% out of 15. So we actually lost 300 units. A lot more than I would have wanted. Because, yeah, it's a 3-to-1, 1-to-3 ratio. But I'm still not completely satisfied with that result, unfortunately. Did anyone lose like a shit ton of troops? Our early tier stuff, of course. I want to take a look at my elites. Royal Guard, 19 casualties sustained, 40 inflicted. Not impressed with that. Alcaronda's Legion, 2241. Not impressed there either. Royal Legion, 1 casualty sustained, 41 casualties inflicted. I guess that's good, but yep, I'm underwhelmed. MVP on, did anyone make it past 50? 57, 61, the Balakith Axguard. Well, at least this army is no more, so it's going to be nice to have that one off the field, because like I said, imagine if these guys rallied up behind a general, and with a lot of like late tier Gondorian infantry, that one would have sucked. Please don't crash again, game. Perfect. I mean, they do have the money for it, but I'd much rather just not having to fight these guys again. So let's execute that. And enemy camp sacked. Yes! Man of the hour. Come here, you. Beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. Then the two of you can also move into that fort. So happy. Beautiful. Couldn't have planned it better. Now those 300 casualties doesn't seem that bad anymore. Doesn't seem that bad at all. But I would still like to... Okay, you two are pretty much even Steven, so we can merge you up. And you, I don't want to risk merging you because you might lose a bunch of stuff. Could merge you, but that wouldn't really make sense. Okay, good. Now we just need to end the turn so we can ship this governor, Azulzir, over to Brethil. And then I should feel a lot more comfortable with moving forwards here. Let's quick save. Hope I haven't forgotten to move something and end the turn. I hadn't. Now it's Khand and Gondor that we need to look out for, because those I'm actually pretty worried about. Because I don't know if Gondor hides any armies around here. I know that Khand has some significant armies around my eastern side. They didn't attack anything, neither did Gondor. Merchants Guild in Kalembel. Let's pause on that for now, because now I will want you to go to this port to be retrained. Like so. Ooh, we can even get more spies. I don't think I need it here, though. You get over to this port to be retrained. And you... Let's see. Can we get you on board already? We actually can. And then I'm going to drop you off here. So, just so that you're safe. And then you move over to Brethil. And these troops I actually want to move all the way over to Karasast. But for now, Brethil is good enough. Don't know if this is the best path, but if the AI says so. I want to know if any of these ships are weak. Let's start moving you here. And you will be fighting together with Harad. Sunk a ship. Beautiful. And then I'm actually gonna not move... Okay, how many? I don't know. Okay, just move you back into this port so you can't be attacked. I'd much rather repair you, to be honest. Now, we need to get ourselves another spy. Londgalen. Perfect. And we are also working on the barracks here. Oh, it's because we built the brothel here, I guess. Beautiful. And now you... have a bunch of troops. Hang out in Dol Amroth, because we are gonna do something sneaky with all of these units. You move into Dol Amroth as well. And these units I might actually want to move to the front lines. You move into Kalembel. I think we've gotten enough visibility, or as much as we can. Now I would like to assemble an army that can work without a general and move them towards Setterlund and see if we can take that one. I think that would be a hoot. So you... Oh, we actually... Looks like we might already have one. First of all of you move into Kalembel, and then we'll take this entire army out, except for the general. We need culture here. We have one agent. I think a militia garrison would be nice. Decrease the corruption a little bit. Give more units free upkeep. And I want the culture to be high enough for us to recruit units before we get the guard barracks. Right. Oh. And these, maybe they could move somewhere else. But I actually kind of like the situation I'm in with Longalen right now. I just need them to be happy enough. 75. The culture is going to grow. Just hope that it grows rapidly enough. Let's go to the recruitment, where Umbar is getting a lot of elite troops, because we'll be moving them to Mithlond to take the ring. Khaldun also got some stuff that I might actually want to move either to Umbar as well, to just speed everything up with the ring. I think we're actually going to do that. And Dalamroth, yeah, you got some elite troops that we don't really want to waste on my little side project over there. So you, Kalimbel, Longalen, don't really know where to move you, to be honest. And I don't think the eastern front, I mean, yeah, we want to replace as many units as possible to high tier troops on the eastern front. But in the meantime, we can't put our foot off the gas when it comes to attacking on the west. The Lamroth, yep, trash. And Gobel Tolfalas, beautiful. Those are the troops I've already moved. And okay, we can actually train a Dulgubalax there. So in the next turn, you, my friend, will be moving over there to be retrained. We've already queued up a bunch of retrainings here, but okay, yeah, that's great. Beautiful. We can also build a bunch of stuff, but first I want to go through all these messages. Ethelond, Tirithoros. Right. You are going to move to Hadanur. You will join up with them and take some of these depleted troops out. And then put you in. We can keep you in there as well. The elites I would actually rather like to retrain if possible. And I don't really know where we're able to do that. Oh, we can upgrade this settlement. I'm going to queue that up so I don't forget. We do have the culture. Yes, guard barracks. That is actually perfect, because then you will be retrained in Tirithoros, closer to the front lines. You keep moving to the stronghold. That is fortifying a little bit. Not a big fan of that, but hopefully we will be able to take it. Good, and Hadanur is getting stronger. So is Tirithraid. We train you. And yeah, Variags of Khan just keeps sending generals and armies over here. That's why I just keep bulking up on troops, so I can just defend these settlements, basically. Right. Anything else? Kalimbel got a spy. I retrained some stuff in Siakan that currently has a full stack that I will need to march out. After the blacksmith is done, I'm just considering if we should get the roads or what we should actually get here. I think the roads are going to be a very, very good option. We also want to grow it, of course, and in that sense, communal farming should do the trick. Or the public baths to give some healing bonuses. Don't really know yet. Now we can go through the constructions. Umbar already started training you. Let's get the High Palace. Ooh, Barracks of the True Sons. Ashari Blades. Yeah, just tier 2 stuff, I guess. Start with the High Palace so we can get the absolute elites here as well. That's going to help us out. Get the Dulgubalax. Actually, let's not. I don't know what we're going to. What kind of retraining stuff we get here. Put them there. Great. And then Khaldun, you were upgraded, which is just swell. Let's get the Great Hall here. We are just plowing through money right now. Methrast, Mason's Guildhouse, Leather Worker you can actually afford, so let's get that. Then we're of course gonna get the Warlord's Hall and all of those military buildings that we rely so heavily upon. Tirithoros, Warlord's Hall, already queued up the Guard Barracks. Ethring, Great Hall, Guard Barracks, because you have outstanding culture in this region. And then we have Tir Ethraid, got the barracks, already retraining what I can. Queue up those early tier stuff as well, just to have meat, basically. Brethil, Warlord's Hall, culture is good enough. Let's get the Guard Barracks. And Lond Galen already built a spy there. Kalenbel, Dark Sanctuary, getting the militia garrison. Right. Can retrain them, and just like that, we are Baroque. Faction announcements, a lot of retinues, and some trait increases as well. But so far, like, no kids being of age, or have gotten into age for quite some time now. But Harn can be upgraded. I think I've already queued that one up. Yeah, but the roads take forever and ever to get. And end of turn, I don't think that much has changed. We are number 1 in population and production, actually. That's great. And Mordor is best in military and overall. I do like to see that, actually. Great. And now we should just wait for our fleets to be fully retrained. Then we should be good. You keep moving, and I think soon, when we have some more just trash, I will just be sending these troops on a boat to take, like, Anulond. Something like that. You can actually break that blockade and get back to Dol Amroth. Although we are queuing up another ship to help. Get over there. I don't know why, but I think it can't hurt to have another ship there. Good. It would be nice to just beat these guys, but Longalen is pissy as it is. What we could do is just, in the next turn, take this entire army out and move to Settlond. Just keep chewing away at them, basically. And send these cavalry units to, like, this fort, for example, so they are very close by if something happens, if something goes down, as it were. Great. Great, great. And you will be moved. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And I think we're done with actually, no. You. Okay, you need to be retrained. So it's actually good to have you here because soon we'll have the guard barracks done. Great, now we want to do something here. I want to take you out together with this full army. You can leave the archers and have a battle in the fields against Khand. They're actually pulling back. Looks like we're gonna have to fight in some freaking trees. But we should be able to take them out here. We have a general, they have a general. A very good general, actually. Some cavalry, horse archers. I want horse archers as well. Give me horse archers, damn you. And Varyag swordsmen and something, but we're just gonna overwhelm these guys and then just keep pushing ahead, basically. And hopefully it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm actually also contemplating if we should just try to hold on the bridge and try to force Khand into a bridge battle. I think that could be a lot of fun with all of our pikes and spears. It's so refreshing fighting a battle that doesn't have artillery in it. We'll have you, and then we'll have you two on this side, like so, and you two over on this side, and we'll have you two on the left side, all of our cavalry save for the general on the right side, and we'll have our general in the back here. Archers, ragtag group of trash in the back, like so. Actually, we can put them in the front for starters because they're also early tier stuff. And just get ready to shoot. And I would love it if all of you got grouped up like so. Good. I want to see if they start moving towards me. They are actually. Ish. So we can just get ready and start shooting. And you can already move up just in case cavalry decides to start charging. I want the pikes to be already out on the flanks. You run out to the side. And I will not be using my general, really, in this battle. But you... Okay, here they come. So we need to get ready to start shooting at their Varyag nobles. Okay, you're actually... Oh, you're not an archer. You're a javelin unit, aren't ya? But they will be shooting from a safe distance, probably. Can we move you up to actually throw some javelins? I think that would be swell. They're just shredding my Harad units, or the Haradrim archers, but like I said, I'm fine with that. Can we? Okay, they're actually running back. Then so shall we. Good. I think our archers are still shooting. No. You stop. You stop. Don't want you to start walking and whatnot. I don't think we actually... Yeah, we actually managed to get 1% of their units killed. And now I want to move my entire army just forward a step or so. So I'm going to mark everyone as soon as they've stopped walking, I guess. What are you doing? Actually good that I marked you because I didn't know you had skirmish mode on. Back, you don't have skirmish mode. And then I'm going to move all of my infantry forward. And hopefully they will actually stay in formation as soon as you have stopped walking. We group you up now. Yep. We can start moving you up. Don't know why we are still taking casualties. Keep walking. I just want us to get close enough to start shooting at them. Something that they have. We're actually shooting at us. Varyak bowmen, I guess. But as soon as we are close enough, we will be shooting at them as well. I don't think it's a good idea to keep the axe guard this vulnerable because they can so easily get charged down by their cavalry. Move up. And do I want to use you for something right now? I wonder. Could just bull rush their Varyak horse archers, keep them occupied. We should be able to win that. Our archers, shooting at their archers. I think that's all we could ask for. We should win that engagement, I think. They have shields, but so does most of my archers. Actually, yeah, here comes their horse archers. Let's charge in with my cavalry. See if we can get a couple of sneaky kills. Probably they will be on skirmish mode, so they will be running away, but you can actually start shooting at... Nope. Stop. Here they come. They're starting to walk around. Soon we should just throw our entire army at them, basically. And here comes the Nomad Horseman. That was a charge. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And now I would like to move all of my infantry units. There we go. Start moving them up. Unfortunately, it looks like my cavalry might get the wrong end of the stick here. But our infantry is starting to move up. And you can keep shooting at them. Actually, start shooting at the nobles. You can start running up. You just run strictly behind them. All of my units are getting shot at from all kinds of directions, it seems. That's the thing with Khand. Not a fan. Not a fan. Like, I understand that they might be fun to play, but playing against them just hurts in all the wrong places. And now, can you start shooting at them, please? Okay, then shoot at the warriors. Just shoot at something. You move up and attack them. Now, you can actually start running. You get ready to fight something. Actually, both of you form a line here. Both of you get ready to run around. We've so far lost 9%, killed 5, so we have rated very, very poorly here. But now our pikes are involved, so our cavalry can run back. And you run into them. You start throwing some javelins. Good. Actually, you can attack them. You will run through here. You will run through here as well. We need our cavalry to be able to silence their archers. You run around here, please. All of my units now, basically, are engaged into some kind of combat activity. And archers, you should be shooting at them or something like that. You are throwing at the nomad axemen. I think that works. Oh, that was a beautiful charge. Nomad horsemen straight into my pikes. Exactly what I wanted to happen. Cavalry, run around. We do want to kill their general, but more specifically, we just want to wipe out their army. And the general we will get later. Maybe we could actually just charge into them, because I think... No, I want to charge the nomad warriors. Blow the horn. Because if we can break these units, we might get their general to start running away. We didn't get them to break, but we actually were able to inflict quite a few casualties. They keep just running away with their troops. You keep running after them, please. So these Belliceth Axguard are gonna take quite a few casualties, unfortunately. You move up there and attack the swordsmen, and you attack them again. So shall you. Keep charging the nomad axemen and warriors. Doesn't seem like our charges are that efficient. Okay. Can we get them to break? Yeah, we actually can. Let's leave them some room to roam. You start moving over here. You keep attacking them. Can't believe you haven't been able to kill them yet. Must be so embarrassing for you. It's just horse archers, man. There we go. Now they're routing, and we will just capture them. And their Varag nobles are still, of course, gonna just be running around, being a nuisance. Not letting us win, basically. All of you. Form a line. We have so far killed 68%. Okay, run back towards the lines. Let's see if we can get or catch the nobles with some spear units. I think that would be sweet. Run away with them and just have our spears fight the Varyag nobles. Just keep running away. Such cowards. And it looks like my Belliceth Axguard is actually losing to Varyag bowmen, which I think would be very awkward. Oh yeah, please charge into us. There we go. You can actually stop shooting for a while. I don't need to kill all of them. I just need to kill the general. Please. We are getting smoked by the Varyag bowmen. Are they like really good? Okay, 5 melee, 5 missile. They're actually not bad. In melee, 17 total defense, 10 of which armor, 5 defensive skill, and 2 shields. So they are pretty decent in melee as well. But my Belliceth Axguard is effective against armor, so it should still be doing a lot better than they currently are. And we need to start throwing javelins at the swordsmen. Keep going after them, please. And now they are probably gonna be just hammer and anvil cycle charging stuff until I get sad. Until I'm able to kill them all. But they are down to 20. Fighting a lot of spears right now. 19, 18. Just not going as fast as I would have wanted it to. Do we have anything over here? You can move in and attack the swordsman. And you charge the Varyag bowmen, please. We can increase the speed a little bit now as well. And come on. One charge should hopefully get them to break. Or die. Only shaken. Then that means that we will do it again. I thought the Belaketh Axe Guard frightened nearby enemy infantry, but they really don't. Just look at all the corpses of the Belaketh Axe Guards. Not a good trade. But my cavalry must have done a splendid job at killing units in this one. There we go. Now all of my melee troops... Actually, yeah, I think we're kind of done here soon. Just increase the speed. The Varyak swordsmen, they are sturdy lads. They do not break. Now they did. But I still haven't killed a general. And as if on cue, we have a general killed. We lost as many troops as they did. But we had more. But still, this is not a good engagement. But we just had a bunch of early tier stuff. I am willing to bet that my cavalry did the best. Nomad horsemen and Southron lancers. Yes, 90 and 94. 89 the Belaketh Axe Guard, but suffered 175 casualties. Ew. Not pretty. Not pretty. And against Varyak bowmen or archers, just... I thought they would be doing so much better. I expected more from the Belaketh Axe Guard. I really, really did. Now, we will execute them. And then I will first and foremost be moving towards this bridge. And then we'll move on Sturlurzakand. And then I'm kind of on the fence if I want to hold that or if I want to just trade it to Harad or something like that. Looks like we might need some more troops though. So I guess in the next turn I will just get some more trash stuff and send after them because this is kind of beaten. But I'm actually gonna merge them up like so. We have room for 4 more troops. Actually, start with going to the bridge, please. Right, that's it for this turn, I believe. We can't really afford to do anything. I'm actually contemplating on putting some of these units into this fort. And both of you have the movement points for it, so let's move you over there. And now you are free upkeep as well. Min-maxing my economy. I guess some of you could even go to this fort. You can go to that fort to be free upkeep. Although we do have a significant amount of money, I don't really think we should just waste it when we know we can do better. It's not really like my side project here, getting a bunch of trash. But you know what I mean. Now, siege work here. We didn't have anything to destroy. Did I have a stable in Karasast that I didn't destroy? Ballista maker might be good to have here. A stable, yes. Destroy that. Make money. Good. That is very, very good. Perfect. Now we are ready to end the turn. And so we shall. Right. I actually forgot to move a significant amount of stuff. That is awkward. Sorry. And also, my merchant, I should move him because he's currently standing on a bad field where he only makes like 77 per turn or something like that. And he costs us 500 per turn. So, you know, that economy works itself out. Bride presented. Yes, please. Kalembel Merchants Guild. Not really now. Have the ring moved again? Hobbiton. Ah. I would have preferred if it was Mithlon, but now at least we know where Hobbiton is, where we can get that pipeweed. You keep moving. Marriage celebrations. War declared. Mordor and Lothlorien. That doesn't sound good, actually. Umbar got some more stuff. Let's move both of you to this fort, where you will still be free upkeep. Great stuff. Baradhan got some Gondor cavalry militia that I guess will be very useful in the future. And you will be moving to Ostithil to lay siege to that one. The diplomat, I want you to... Okay. Yep. Gondor has actually taken Eastern Osgiliath. That is not great. That is not great, but it looks like Mordor is on the way to take it back. Now, we have the fleet here. And I would like to clear out the Gondorian ship that is blockading Dol Amroth, because that is hurting us financially and emotionally. Mustn't forget about that. On Galen got a spy. They are losing a little bit of money, actually, because now we're even getting devastation. We should be able to take this army out, probably even with Corsairs, to be honest. I think I might want to do that. But Galen is not strong enough for me to actually just remove troops, because it's so delicate with the public order. At least the culture is gonna grow. 24, that's good. And I think that was, let's see, then a bunch of retrained stuff. Got a fleet back. Very happy to see that, actually. And you. Okay. This is how we're gonna do this. Buddy. You are going to stand there. You are going to stand here. And you are going to... Actually, I think we can beat this. Lead already. There we go. Didn't sink it, unfortunately. And now you are going to stand there. You haven't been retrained yet. You will be after we clear that ship out. There we go. Destroy that. Haven't been able to sink a lot of ships, unfortunately. Retrain that. Good. And now these ships should be able to go places again. Still can't join them up with each other, but if we just move them to the different ports, then we should be able to move them wherever they're needed. Gondorian fleets that have been beaten are just spread out all over the place. Down here. I wanted you to move to Brethil. They are actually happy now, but I still want a governor there. Karasast is doing well. We have 8.7k left to spend. Ethelond. Thought you'd never ask. Let's get the army barracks rolling. Arnost. Guard barracks. Actually, I wanted to retrain you, and then I also believe... No, that was not over here. Right. So also get that building, and we might as well go ahead and get the Great Hall. We can just move ahead with higher tier troops. Pelargir got the Warlord's Hall. We cannot afford the Great Hall, unfortunately. So, why not get a market? Help make some more money. You can also increase the taxes here. Now. They will still grow a little bit, but we can't even upgrade it, so might as well jack up the taxes a smidge. Now, I wanted you... Let's see. Yeah, to go here. No. You. I wanted to go here to eventually be retrained. You go into Hadanur. Somehow that helped us make money. I do not get that. You are going to lay siege there. Okay. Great. You can actually already reach Brethil. Now we're helping them make a bit more money. And it feels like we should. You will be moving to Karasast. And these archers, I would like to retrain what I can. But then I would also like to move them forward. We don't have to go directly for Minas Tirith, for example. We can take Western Osgiliath and Eastern Osgiliath. Or if Mordor takes Eastern, we can take Western. And then we can attack Minas Tirith when all hope is gone, basically. For Gondor. I think that would be a hoot. Now let's see, you are being retrained, so we can take like these two and put them into that fort, save a bit of money that way. Let's see, what else is going on? What else is new? Couldn't retrain that ballista, could we? No, we could not. We have 400 gold left, so we don't really have that much to work with. Our income is dwindling, but we still make about 17k per turn, which I think is pretty good. Can we move you up to like attack, blockade more ports or something? Like Minas Tirith. If you blockade that one, then we should be like good. And you will be ferrying an army You will actually still stay here. You, we want to move to these areas. But I think we might soon have the pile of trash we've been waiting for. Or we've been wanting. You up. Don't really need them. And then we can just move out with a fleet. Take Anilond with a bunch of trash. Hold it if possible. If not, just destroy stuff. And I will not be moving out with this army to take out this little army because I just don't trust that they will move away. Then we might not have the movement points to get back, etc, etc. But I do want to move out with this army soon. So I think what I'm going to do is move, let's see. You will be moving to Karasast. Really, we should send these troops west just to keep occupying stuff. But I want Karasast to hold with, like, no doubt that they're gonna hold, you know? Can't get in there yet. Because Gondor might be really strong. And I think we're ready now. I want more units here in Kallenbel. Then we're gonna move on Settlond. And here we are gonna move... Oh, we could actually attack this army. No cavalry, except for the general. So I think we're gonna be able to do this. But first, never fight a battle on a full bladder. So I'll be right back. Beautiful. So now we are ready to fight the battle. The sellswords are, of course, gonna be a bit scary. I think the rest of these are pretty nomad warriors. It weren't they that were so freaking scary in the other battle. The tribesmen, we know they suck because we have them in our own army. Nomad axemen, not the best either. We healed quite a bit of our cavalry, so we should be fine. It's the Valar nobles that I do not like at all. But maybe we can try to snipe them with our, not our cavalry, but with our spears or something. Either way, we're gonna do our best. And if we take out this army without too many casualties, then the road will be open to take the next Pondish settlement to start the deployment. And I think I want the shields with spears to be in the front lines here. And you... Oh, my pikes are actually really worn out. You on this side. And you on this side. Like so. And our archers and our spears be in front of this whole thing. So... Oh, I messed up a bunch of things. Let's just make it... Let's just do it the old easy way. Like so. You. Spread out like so. Group. And then archers and javelins in front of everything. Cavalry on one side. And... Ew. I do not have as many of you as I would have wanted. Either way, now we can start the battle. And they... What in the ever... bejesus. Everyone run into positions. This is weird. That was actually a very good positioning of their army. Keep moving up. We want to be on equal footing when it comes to height. And we also don't want to get caught unaware, so we need to be aware of when they start moving with their armies. But if they just let us walk up to the plateau, then I will be a very happy camper. Now they're starting to... Okay, they're just repositioned. Beautiful. And soon we will be able to just start moving forward and shoot at them. Like so. Moving forward. Great. They didn't really have any archers except for the nobles. So I think we should be fine sending these nice units ahead. Actually, what is that? Steppe tribesmen. That is the units that are that have the javelins. But no. They didn't want to move forward. Move up. And melee troops. Move up. And you, of course, can also kind of move up. I think I want to have you join the cavalry, actually. I think that would be swell for you to inspire your fellow cavalrymen. They just keep moving back, aren't they? We don't have all the time in the world. We are the aggressors here. And where did you go? Okay, right. You're still in the front lines because you don't count as a ranged unit. Although you do throw javelins, but who really counts? There we go. Keep moving forward even more. We can actually run you forward to get you into a position where you can start shooting. Their Variag nobles have very good range, I believe. They should be able to outreach my troops, especially now when they are at this little hill. Please. Can someone shoot at something? Run up even further. Infantry of Harad, I beg you pardon? You're not fighting for Harad here, you're fighting for me. You're fighting for the Ar-Âdunâim, you're fighting for the true Númenóreans. Show some damn respect. Please. Gonna start shooting at something, they just keep running back. Run a little bit forward. Still. Eventually, I'm just gonna throw my infantry into this. There we go. They're moving up with their nobles. And we will be shooting. They're gonna deal a bunch of damage to my archers, no doubt. But they are such cheap, trashy stuff that I don't really care, to be honest. And then we'll move you forward as well. Okay, if they move back, then start shooting at something else. Okay, I'm gonna just increase the speed a little bit because it is starting to get awkward. And you start shooting at them. Nope. Then they ran back. And you not being skirmish mode. Okay, now I'm just gonna send all these troops forward. Start attacking something, and I will have the archers keep shooting at the Variag nobles. So far we have lost 1%, killed 1%. Do you have anything that we can charge on any of these sides? You run up here. You attack them, you attack them, you attack them. And run. You start moving up here as well. And we should soon be able to get some charges off. And that's going to be so much fun. You run up, please. And the Variag nobles are going to do what the Variag noble does. Look at all the casualties that our archers have sustained. This is brutal. Good. And now, get a charge off on them first and foremost. Because it looks like they really have my pikes rather surrounded in a way that I do not want them to be surrounded. Good. They broke. But now their general is shooting at us. You keep shooting at them. And you can run after them while I have you ready to do some other charging stuff. And you can run over here somewhere. You can attack them now. Nope. Have you already captured them? Yeah, you have. That was quick. You can charge the sellswords, please. Oh, they actually managed to turn in time. So the charge wasn't as efficient as I would have wanted it to be. Oh, run back, please. My general dies due to this. Ugh. Of course he got stuck. Get back here, please. And you can start throwing at the sellswords. This all got really messy very quickly. Get into position where you can charge something and you can blow the horn. And archers, please stop shooting now because I think you're dealing more friendly damage than anything else. You can throw at the Valar nobles maybe, and when you are in position, that's not running, man. You can charge the nomad axemen. In the meantime, our tribe marksmen are throwing at the Valar nobles. Can we get them to break? Oh yeah, they broke. They broke. Giving them some room to roam, and they should run. But they only have 4 units left, so doesn't really matter. We have lost 14%, killed 82, so we've done a swell job so far at taking them down. You can go after the steppe tribesmen. Where are you going right now? Only 2 units. We don't really need to capture them. We just need to make sure that we capture enough to end the battle. All of the melee troops go after the Valar nobles, please. Or the sellswords, whatever you want. Cavalry, I do not want you to run in there. Chaotic. It's not a pretty battle, but at least we are winning. You go after the Valar nobles. That should be the general. The guy who's bloodied up. And alone. Oh no. Oh, we're not going to be able to capture him, are we? Continue the battle because we need to capture him. No? Come on. Please. No. He's going to be able to survive. Okay, then we'll just kill you in the settlement instead. Works just fine for me. Clear victory. We lost 300 troops. Killed, lost quite a bit. Lost 13%, but we still have 2,000 units to spare. MVPs. Anyone break 3 digits? No. 66 on the Belligear footmen. 63 on nomad horsemen. Yeah. Everyone got their swords bloody. Great stuff. Great stuff. And now we will just be moving back towards, or moving forward, rather, towards the Gondor settlement, and hopefully we'll be able to take that one. We're just gonna lay siege to it, add a bunch of siege equipment and whatnot. If we can even reach it right now, actually. Nope, we can't reach it, but we will just start moving towards it. I don't know what they have hiding around here out in the desert or on the steppe, but either way, we are gonna lay siege to this one. And we can also just queue up trash that will move out to reinforce them. Good. So we haven't really taken any settlements in this episode, I just realized. We've been fighting a bunch of battles. So I think it would be nice if we end it. No, I'm just not going to end it with just my army moving out. I think I'm even going to want to play a couple, well, just 1 turn more. That's the thing with this game. Just 1 more. 1 more turn, please. And now these units are free to move somewhere else. You're already full. I would like to lay siege to Ostithil before we end this episode. So let's just see where my merchant is at. I've moved everything I want to move, so let's end the turn. Yeah, almost everything except, well, some of these smaller groups of units. It was also a blockade there that I should have broken at Fanulond that I didn't. Somehow Gondor keeps getting fleets out, and that's why I need to keep taking these port cities. Get a trade. Keeps getting bribed. I just wonder when they will bribe me hard enough. Okay, something happened. Mission failed. When they're gonna bribe Tirithraid hard enough to actually take it, you know? Merchants Guild at Kalambel. Let's get it, and hopefully we'll be able to keep it. You're not done there. Okay, that was brave. We're gonna kill them for sure. They're actually gonna lay siege to Hadanur. We could just sally out with my army and beat this one, I think. As you can see, it's a lot of trash. And I don't think they have the balls to actually storm the... to attack the settlement. Start getting some rams and some ladders. We have a ballista, so we could do a one-turn siege. But they have... Oh, golly, they have Húrin in here. Raven Helms of Karandros. I am fairly certain that these guys could solo... Not solo my army, but they're gonna kill a bunch of other troops. And remember, we don't have a general, so they're gonna break very easily. I'm just gonna siege them for quite a long time, I guess. Now, I would like you keep moving towards Karasast. You keep moving towards Karasast. Actually getting some quality troops out on the field now. That's awesome. You wanted me to blockade Ostithil. Oh, that's awkward. That could have easily been done. Umbar. Got more high tier stuff. Awesome. And get more troops there as well. And Ethelond got some Corsair Raiders. You move down to Dolamroth. And we will pretty much be ready to move soon. Dolamroth can actually get some Númenórean Shield Guard. And of course we're going to get that. It would be dumb otherwise. And you start with the Warlord's Hall. First things first. I'm just clicking where I see that I can do something. Trade. Got some Belakith Axe Guard, so in the next episode we will move out and kill Carfe, and that's gonna be a hoot. And Umbar retrained a bunch of stuff. You can get the army barracks now. Of course you should get that. Then you can queue up the archery range right after. And then we will be sending high quality troops from Gobel Tolfalas. That's gonna be sweet. Now, Tarnos retrained some troops. That is very, very good to see. Can also get some trash if necessary. Brethil have retrained some units. Very happy to see that as well. Now you're getting the guard barracks. It's gonna help a lot. Now, here, what's the culture like? 33. So, we are going to get the guard barracks here. It hasn't... We cannot get the army barracks here, it seems. Maybe we can. Sorry, I'm just gonna check that. Oh yeah, we actually can. We just need to get the guard barracks first. And then we can recruit high tier stuff there. And then just go straight for the good stuff. The really high tier units. Retrain as much as possible. Great. Now, we have 3,000 left. Gobel Tolfalas have already started constructing a bunch of stuff. Tia Khan got the blacksmith. Now we're going for the dark shrine. Not really sure that's our highest priority right now, actually. We trained them. Why did I want the dark shrine? Cultural unrest is not that big. It's the corruption that's really messing stuff up. So maybe military garrison, that would be expensive though. Let's get the... I want to grow it. Let's get the communal farming. And then Methras got the leather worker. Now we're getting the Warlord's Hall. Hadanur got the barrack. So I will be retraining some stuff. And we might just sally out if they decide to lay siege to us. Like so. Just start doing that up. And we might actually get the Great Hall right away. I think that would be fun. Let's do that. More free upkeep. Save more money and whatnot. Karasast. We're already working on the guard barracks. That is great. Then we're done with the buildings. A lot of retinue expansions. We are not number 1 in population anymore. That is Mordor. So, very happy for them. Now, I want to see just how bad things are over here. Oh, golly, I almost thought it was a Gondorian flag over Minas Morgul. You will actually hang out here at Osgiliath, just so we know that. I mean, ooh, this is an army that I'd much rather fight in a defensive battle. Actually contemplating of sending some of my archers back, to be honest. I have room for these 3. And that will basically be it. But I mean, some of these are really worn out. So I'm going to send you to the fort instead. And then I'll take these archers back. There we go. I do not have a lot of infantry. It's going to be very nice when these units have reached us. Actually. Right. And you have been retrained, so you'll be moving to Karasast. And now I will want to do this. Let's see. I want to take all of these troops. Can't take all of them to put on the boat. Nope, we can't put all of them on the boat. So that's something that we're going to have to do in the next one, I guess. We want to take out that ship, break that blockade. So we shall. Still didn't sink the gosh darn ship, huh? Then we'll take on that fleet. Clear victory there as well. Just protecting our ports. So we can keep our economy booming. You're gonna go blockade Minas Tirith. That's gonna be great for us, I believe. And you will soon be retrained. That is great. We will have some action over here in the beginning of the next episode. And would be nice also if we are able to take Ostithil, of course. That would be swell, but I will be sieging it for a little bit. I would love to have a governor to put in there. But alas, we will not be able to do that quite yet. Can we get any high tier stuff anywhere? No, we cannot. I don't believe. I mean, this is also something that is really difficult at the end of the game or late game. Just knowing where you can recruit and where you can recruit good stuff. You know? But it almost feels like Captain Barahir heard me talking about sending trash over to take Anilon. But at least they haven't moved to Longalen. But I would like to start doing this now. Might be stupid. Probably it is. But let's start moving you towards Serelond. And I would also like to reinforce you with some high tier Alcarondas Faithful. And now this stack is full. Keep moving and move to Serelond to lay siege to that one, and hopefully we'll be able to take it. But first and foremost, I'm just gonna siege it. Then we're gonna throw a bunch of bodies on there. And we might even send like a reinforcing army just made up of corsairs here. I think that would be hilarious as well. Just reinforcing army of trash coming in from one side. Because we have quite a bit of it actually. We can even get some more endless trash spamming at the late game. 1.6. I don't like leaving money on the table. But it looks like we just might have to do that, actually. And, I mean, maybe we can send you along with the trash armies. That could work. That could work. And with that, I think we are done for today. So, we are laying siege to Ostithil. We can see that Gondor has taken Eastern Osgiliath, which kind of sucks. We haven't lost Karasast yet. We haven't lost Karambel yet. And we are on the move. Now we are actually sieging Sturlurza Khand, which is a city. And you will soon have some new units. Great. So we have been making some progress in this episode, but not as much as the previous ones. We haven't captured any settlements. We have basically just fought a couple of battles, done some stuff. And in the next one, hopefully we will take both Serelond and Ostithil. I'm actually contemplating, when I've taken Ostithil, just trade that, give that to Mordor. And then just because I'm guarding them here against Khand, so give that to Mordor and just move along. Take Eastern Osgiliath, give that to Mordor. Take Western Osgiliath, keep that. Or we might even keep both of these, actually. But I just want Mordor to be able to focus on their battles, you know. But I don't think we're gonna keep Ostithil, although it would give us quite a lot of trade and money to keep it. We'll see how I deal with that, actually. Because I just don't want to tie up this army hanging about here for a bunch of turns. I'd much rather just give it to Mordor, sell it to Mordor even, if they are good, doing well financially. Let's see. Yeah, finances suck. So they're probably not going to be able to buy anything or to buy it, but we might just give it to them in exchange for, I don't know, something, map information maybe. And then we'll just move on to Eastern Osgiliath, hopefully take that fairly easily, move on to Western Osgiliath, and then we'll hold these bridges. I think that would be swell. And soon we should also be able to move out of Umbar. We have 3 units here, including the general. We have 4 here. And I don't want any trash in this army. I just want high tier stuff, like tier 2 and above. And it's going to be a lot of fun where we are ready to actually move out. I think we are also going to want some catapults. But the problem is, it's in Hobbiton now, you know? Like, how are we going to move all the way into Hobbiton? I just don't know. Moving to a fort. Let's see, I think the ring was over here somewhere. So we will need to get to Hobbiton to take the ring, which means that we will need to walk through a bunch of enemy territories. Not as easy as when it was just here in Mithlond. We can just DoorDash basically. But we could also move out with an army to... We are not going to establish another kingdom. I just want to go for the gosh darn ring. But here we have we have Bree, we have High Elves, we have Dunedain, we have all kinds of stuff here. So we might actually need more than just one full stack to go for the ring. But we will keep investing towards it, and hopefully we will be ready to claim it so we can just give it back to Sauron. And it's when we give the ring back to Sauron that this campaign or this series is going to end. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. I will see you in the next one.